And we are live! I'm not
Damn,
gonna.
I'm not good enough forewarning. I can't play the fart.mp3 sound effect anymore.
Haha.
Don't worry, I'll just spam it in recompense.
No.
I just type RA and it immediately goes to your link.
Thank you, Superfan.
Huh?
Alright. I think I did the recap last time, so somebody else wants the inspiration this time.
I technically did it last time with help from everyone else, I think.
Yes.
Oh.
Flowers says he'll be here in a minute or so.
Oh. Well, good. We can eat up some time while we wait for Walmart to hop on. Uh.
Gabo, I type in your stream
You what?
and 1 second. What can I hear myself?
I hear yourself too. Twice.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Um, that was weird. Alright, that's fixed. That was weird. Gabo, I type in your stream on Twitch and literally Wild War comes up, Sim comes up, and I come up. But not you.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Wow.
I mean Google, not Twitch. Google.
Wow.
Yeah. So thanks for the promotion.
Yeah, you know what? You're welcome. Glad,
20 to 1 doesn't even come up.
Wow.
no, that doesn't come up for different reasons.
Yikes.
God damn it. You're always so proud of yourself.
Because I always get you.
Oh.
Alright, I'll take a shot at. I just realized I didn't take any notes last session. I think we started the session with you guys at the camp that got assaulted by the Shadow Lich Eldritch monster thing. And looted it and found a shit ton of magic items. Hello, Elle.
The first thing we started with before that was we were still in that other camp after Bernadette had just left. And Marlena and Toomba were still talking.
Ba-ba-da-bum, ba-dum, dum, 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 dum.
Shy?
Is that like a premium subscription thing? Because I can't find that sound effect.
Yeah, you need bits to do that, so it means you have to pay me actual money to jump scare me.
I
I
do it
don't
every
have
week.
actual money.
You've been doing a good job with the fart sounds. That's right, the night before, Toomba and Marlena had a conversation about being together, and neither one of you really knew what that meant. And so you'll figure it out as you go, I think is what the consensus was.
Oh, let's not forget that I found out that all of you are literal children. No, that was a revelation and a half.
You mean Arendelle finally figured it out?
Yes. And he realized that the mother left.
Yeah,
So
17 sessions in. Let's see, and then you guys went to bed. Something else happened, but I can't remember what it was. But you went to the camp, you looted it, you found a bunch of magic items, were concerned about the magic items found, and decided on what you were going to do next, and began traveling through the wilderness towards the fort, where you came across a burned village in which some sort of massacre had just recently happened, a cave which was decided unanimously not to investigate. And then as you were traveling through the woods, Arendelle hit a trap, and you were assaulted by a group of grunts. I think that was the gist of it. I'm sure details were lost.
Also, there were pixies.
there are
Pixies,
pixies at some
yes.
point, but no. What did I tell you about talking about pixies? Don't give them any acknowledgement or they get more powerful. Fucking rats.
Brownie.
No offense.
Give Brownie.
No.
Ratu one cake.
Rat
No.
one cake.
You will give Ratu cake, or I will shoot.
I would rather shoot myself.
Do you see an
Here we
oven
go.
anywhere around here, El?
Oh yikes!
What?
My D&D Beyond subscription ended today.
Oh.
Oh
Do I renew or not?
I
Big F's in the chat, baby.
I will admit I did renew.
I mean,
Is it like
I'm not
a
gonna
month
stop
at a
using
time,
it.
or is it like a yearly basis?
You can do either one. It's just cheaper to do yearly.
I'm not gonna stop using it. It's too useful.
Yeah, it is. There's just a big debacle at the beginning of the year, but just hold out until Mercer shit comes out.
Literally
Oh, yeah, I
just calls
read
it
an article
D&D
about that.
Further Beyond.
Yeah.
We will take care of that later tonight. Okay. So recap is done. Where is everyone at on the battle map currently?
I don't think there's battle map.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're still on the we're still in the place where we looted everything. And now we are not.
Well, we did have a marching order, so
I can't move my icon.
Go ahead and add your icons to where they should be.
Okay,
On
it
the
seems like
map.
we're diagonally put. I'm gone.
Go ahead and add your tokens to where they should be.
Is that a new Arendelle token?
What?
No, this is Draven.
Oh,
Oh,
he's blonde boy now.
I mean, easy mistake.
Easy mistake. He used to be purple.
Where's D Raven?
He's right there behind L. He'll be being controlled by Bernadette for the time being.
Did you give me access to his character sheet?
You should have access to it. I sent you the link.
Okay, yeah, 'cause last time I couldn't edit the health.
Yeah. I can't add him to the game because of my subscription situation, so...
Oh, that's fine. I'll do it with old-fashioned. Wait.
Gotcha.
Standard character sheet.
You know
Go.
what? I cannot run him at all. I think for that reason. I can't access.
Okay.
I can't access the sheet. You're gonna have to run him.
I will take care of that. I'll run him currently. I'll take care of that. Later tonight after tonight's session. I didn't get any emails, so blame D&D Beyond.
So you can do what I do. Just the NPC is fade.
damn it, D&D Beyond, you're ruining my birthday.
Happy birthday!
This is true.
Thank you.
Congratulations on coming 1 year closer to your imminent demise.
Have a cheese it.
Have a cheese it.
I got Greek food. What do I need that for?
Did you say grapefruit?
Greek food.
Oh, that's better.
Ooh, gyros.
When in Rome, do as the Romans do and repeatedly stab somebody
Alright.
on the chest.
Everyone roll initiative.
Very well.
I can do that.
Let me console the dice, as you clerics would say. Aha! That's a
17.
22. That's a good roll for the first roll of the night.
23.
Fuck.
Damn.
Well, I got
Ratu
good
is
for a wizard.
better.
Well, I got good for a wizard, so fuck you.
From L, Arendelle, then me.
Alright, so starting at the top of the list, anyone get 20 or higher?
Yes, 22.
23?
Arendelle, 22. Draven got 19.
Damn. I rolled pretty good, and I'm still last.
Anyone get above a 19, below a 19? 18, 17.
17.
To be fair to him, but all the slow bitches aren't here.
Fair.
16, 15, 14, 13,
It's
12.
the last one. That's everybody.
Okay. What did you get?
23.
23. All right, Elle, you're up first.
Alright, so how do we get here to begin with?
We just
We
walking
were
through the woods
walking-
and we were ambushed.
Yeah.
Suppose I'm gonna. Man, I'm gonna put this on my map. Gonna run behind one of the trees and try and stealth myself. That's it. For now.
Gonna try to stealth. All right, roll it.
There it is. Okay, perfect. Rolling stealth. Nat 1. Oh fuck.
You are not hidden.
That's
so
a
much
9.
better than me, huh? You know, when you hide, you also have to hide your posterior as well.
What? Dude, like perks up from like the snow.
They all see you as these tree frogs are looking down on you. Arendelle, you're up.
Dumb elf giving away my.
Very good. Alright, let's see.
Oh, hey Elle, you know that you can use hide as a bonus action, right?
So I could hide again.
Good attempt to hide again.
You attempt to hide again or can use your action to...
Attack.
All right, well I'm
Attack.
gonna do that, but that's about it then. I'm just hidden for now. 22.
You're successfully hidden.
I do not wish to go, as they say, balls to the walls with this fight, so I will not use anything higher than a second level spell slot.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
too early.
There are 4 of them, yes? Or is that 3? Ah, there are 4. Very well. Let me measure the distance. Ah, I see. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so what I must do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Very good. Now then, let's measure again. Yes, I can hit all 4 of them now. Magic missile, 2nd level.
Alright, well, damage.
One
Did
on
you
each.
literally just walk into the fucking open between everyone and just shoot at one?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there a better place to hide when they have the high ground? First magic missile does. That's a +1, 3 force damage, followed by 5 force damage, followed by 3 force damage, followed by 5 force damage.
I'm just saying that's ballsy.
So 2 take 5, 2 take 3.
As your magic missile connects with each grung, knocking them back a few feet, they look to be a little bit angry.
Are you not entertained?
It is Draven's turn.
No more magic effect?
Oh yeah, my bad. Sorry. It took me a second. I didn't have my sheet up.
Is it
Something
a
like it.
D100 or a D10?
It is a D100, I believe.
I just remember you saying you had a combat one. If it's a D100, it's a 24.
I'll tell you the effect in 1 second. 24.
Yes.
Actually, it's a d20 for the combat skill. I apologize. Roll a d20.
Yes, very well. 9.
9.
Yes.
Disorienting Aurora. A disorienting magical aurora surrounds the caster, and creatures within 20 feet must succeed a wisdom saving throw or be confused.
One of
Attacking
them's within
random
20.
targets.
Just
Then
one
20. It fails. It is confused.
Is it confused like under the spell confusion, or is it confused like a homebrew confusion?
It is confused attacking random targets for 1 minute.
Alright. Just quick, snipe that one grung 70 feet away from you. That'll be so funny. Very well. That is the end of my turn.
All right.
Ooh, nice aura.
Draven. Who's Draven attacking?
Let's see. He's gonna pull his bow out. He has a long bow, right? Or is it a short bow?
He does have a longbow. He has a +1 longbow.
Okay, I'm gonna say he will use his bonus action to attempt to hide. So I'll roll the d20 if you want to add the modifiers.
Okay.
I rolled a 12.
12 hits. Roll damage.
Well, he's a 12 to hide for bonus action hide.
Okay.
So whatever stealth is.
He is successfully hidden.
Okay. So does that give me advantage on his bow attack?
Yes.
Okay, so that's gonna give me sneak attack. So I'm going to shoot. I don't know how to point it. Stuff. The one that Arendelle was taunting earlier in the far back. That 70 feet away one.
If
Okay.
you click and hold, it'll ping them out.
Ooh, that one. All right, so with advantage of the 2. That's better. 13 plus whatever on the longbow.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Yeah. How do you do it?
Oh, so that just kills it. Okay. I think he'll just like duck out and then just take his shot, seeing Arendelle light it up with the magic missile. He'll just light up the shot and duck back behind the tree, not hiding himself, but thematically.
Yep. As the arrow goes between the grung's eyes and falls out of the tree, it is dead. Jinba.
Boosted power.
Finally, a chance to test these new powers that I have gained. And he reaches behind him, pulls out a black book, that sort of emanates whispers from it as he opens it. I'll try this one. He closes the book and it disappears. 20 feet. He'll spin his staff around and then point it at the this grung over here and cast Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like there's Sunba anymore.
Roll to hit.
That was a natural one. So 7.
Give me your shoes!
As you miss and it hits the base of the tree, shaking the tree as you see snow fall down.
You miss entirely and nail the neighbor's dog.
Oopsie.
Oh yeah, keep going. It's your turn.
Yes, I said I am a monk. I do have bonus actions.
Who was that?
Oh, quick question.
Yeah.
Have we had a short rest since we left the camp?
We have done nothing but walk for the past 5 hours.
Figured I'd ask. Excuse me. In that case, I will use my bonus action to spend my final key points to dash.
Okay.
Sorry, the way you said this, like you said, I spent my final key point to die.
To die. And I
You stop
dash
your heart.
right over there.
Alright.
And then my turn.
These grung are all gonna start secreting some bodily fluids on their weapons. And 2 of them are gonna take a shot at Arendelle.
And was looking up. That's disgusting.
That being these 2.
This one makes that attack a disadvantage because an enemy is within 5 feet.
It does.
I remember some things.
Does a 16 hit?
No, it does not.
Alright. Does a 15 hit?
Nope. AC of 17.
They both miss. This grung, confused by some sort of magical aurora, is gonna shoot his buddy over here.
He's like, I never really liked you, Froggy Frank.
And he crits.
He really didn't like you.
As these grung go, this grung turns and just shoots an arrow, doming this grung as he falls out of the tree dead.
What the hell, man?
Jesus. Maybe we should keep this one alive. He doesn't seem to like his own.
Top of the initiative is L.
Oh. Well, in that case, since I'm seeing everyone like using magic, well, all besides Draven, I decide to take out my glaive with my tail, and I take a look at it for a second, and then I just throw it off, see what happens. Just throw it like spinning it on my tail and just.
So which one are you throwing it at?
The one next to me.
Alright,
Just trying to
one hit.
like make it like swirl around the tree and just hit it right.
I was so confused. I forgot what that weapon was for a minute. I was imagining the big like
Like a
staff
shuriken.
the big staff weapon. Like, how are you spinning that on your
Jesus
tail?
Christ.
What was that to hit?
25.
It's
Damn.
dead.
Fine. Yeah, how do you do it?
It's dead.
I
There's nothing left.
decapitated with the shuriken just coming.
Hell
So
yeah,
this-
L.
So this murder frisbee comes out of L's hand and zips around, decapitating this frog as it falls onto the ground and safely returning back to L.
I grab it and I look at it and I go, "Yay! I love it."
Murder boomerang. We need to make that.
I
That's a-
so I do have a bonus action. Since I'm using a different hand, can I throw this again?
I'm gonna say no. I think it counts an action to use.
Thrown action.
Okay. Well, I don't think I have anything else I could use with my bonus action. I don't have anything else in my hands.
Could hide.
But I'm already
Dash,
hit.
true.
You lose your hitting condition whenever you attack a creature.
Oh, well, yeah, sure. That's a good point. Okay, I'm gonna, like, run towards here and just duck behind a small tree here. And then go prone.
Okay, roll to hide.
And
roll
I
stealth.
roll stealth, yeah. Ooh, 26.
They do not see you.
That's it.
Arendelle.
Yeah, well, you're not the only one who can throw things that kill people. I say as I manifest a Shadow Spear, and I lob it at the final frogman thing.
All
Creature.
right, roll d20.
We've already seen that!
19 to hit.
Old hat.
19 to hit. Roll wild magic. 19 hits.
2 on wild magic. And the damage. Gotta get a d10
I want
out.
to say I also forgot to roll
Temporal
wild magic.
distortion. Time slows around the caster for a moment. They gain an extra turn immediately after their current one.
Oh, I don't think I'll need one.
Roll damage.
I don't think I'll need one. I did 17 necrotic.
17 hits.
God.
17 kills.
I throw it, but it seems like it misses. The Grong sighs in relief, but then a sudden thunk sounds out, and he looks down, and he realizes he's been impaled through the tree. I just went I went Friday the 13th on him.
I
And
could
then
have
for a
done that
moment
as well.
after your turn, you enter into Deadeye mode, but then it quickly fades. As you see this body like slowly like fall to the ground.
I get to watch it in slow motion. That's how I think of it. Hello.
And combat is over.
Well, I don't know if it's high noon, but it's definitely something.
It's like whenever you play Red Dead, you accidentally kill him on the first shot, but you have to wait until Deadeye goes out. Well, shit. I just gotta sit here for a few seconds.
Well, I could have done that, but
You're taking
Apparently-
too long.
I emerge with some snow on my head and I brush it off.
I apparently need to practice a little bit more.
Be sure not to get too close to me. I believe I'm still under the effects of some wild magic.
Elle didn't think Toonba the reading type,
Pumbaa can't read.
Of course, I
but he
can
just
read.
did. Look that book.
Not this book.
Oh.
Hold up his black book.
Oh.
I've always been able to read. I just haven't had anything to read.
He was the cartographer.
I'm not as
Navigator?
stupid as I make myself seem, you know.
No, I just figured you didn't reach that point in grade school yet.
What's a grade school?
Oh, God.
I
Is
graduated
that where
all
you
just
go?
fine, thank you.
You all see Draven kind of picking through some of the Grung's things. He takes a few daggers and a potion off of one of them. Before he says, "Hey guys, I know which way the camp is. It's this way. Let's go."
Raven, you sound kind of different today.
I still like being here.
How dangerous is growing toxin? Would I know?
It's basic poison.
Basic poison? Okay.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if it had any paralytic effects. Alright.
It definitely does. It has the effects of poison, and it can leak through some poison immunities.
We should
It's
keep
a
an eye
natural
on that
poison
guy.
rather than a created one.
Elle, why don't you go ahead and go over to that one that wasn't brutally incinerated and take some poison? No, not that close.
What? She takes a
I'm
step
under
now.
the effects of a magical effects. You do not want to get too close.
What are you talking about?
Stop.
Okay, fine.
Go on
She
now,
walks
give him a
around
hug.
you.
Sorry,
she's
wouldn't mind.
averting her eyes. and just
Whopper,
continuing.
Whopper, Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper, Flame Grill taste with perfect toppers. I will. This.
Thank
Alright,
hurt
yeah,
her
I'll go
feelings,
around
Daniel.
collecting.
Well, I guess I'll just sit here waiting till this
Hey,
thing
you
goes off.
managed to get a vial of poison. You can add poison to your inventory. Just make it Grung poison.
Okay.
If something is immune to poison, it ignores it.
A poison so unbelievably powerful, it just ignores poison resistance, but it still only deals 1d4 poison damage.
That's why Grungs are strong.
They are not strong. They just got bodied. One of them killed the other one.
You see me pick up this potion and I just fall over.
Strongest creatures in the universe. The frog people.
Oh, sure.
Help!
Tell that to the hippos with guns.
Before we continue on too much further, might I suggest we take a 30-minute break?
Sure.
A short rest.
No,
if
sir.
you will. I went around you, don't worry. You and your little social bubble or whatever.
You want to rest out here in the open, where anyone can get you at any moment?
I'd like to see them try.
I
They
wouldn't.
will, and they'll succeed too. We have to keep moving.
I'm like really heavy.
Listen, I am the captain, and I say we should take a short rest, but perhaps under a tree or something. Where, I mean, obviously, I wasn't suggesting we just sit out there on the frozen lake.
Late.
Fine, we can take a short rest, but we have to get moving as soon as possible.
See, Elle stands up again and starts like throwing stuff everywhere. I'm dumping stuff now.
I don't understand why you're in such a rush. We still have 2 days till we get there. Uma goes under this tree and just kind of flops himself down.
You see Draven start taking out a short sword and he starts cutting off some large chunks of bark off this tree.
I walk over to every one of us and
What are you doing? Oh, I'm joking.
Don't worry about it, it'll make sense later.
I start handing out my own rations. Have these. Heavy.
Oh, I'll take one. And put it in my bag.
All right, I start eating one of the rations, just so I don't have to do anything about it.
Take a short rest. Mostly doing that because I need to get my key points back.
Short rest. Away.
Sure, I'll use it. Alright, I don't want to.
Look at that, you're playing both classes that actually need short rests. What do you know?
Everyone roll a d6 for me.
Very well. Gonna have
Three.
them all out.
All right, I'm dropping my herbalist kit. I'm just dropping it on the ground.
I'm going to pick that up. 2.
And I'm going to dump the Bogler shield that tracks magic missiles or magical
The shield of
Missile
missile
projectiles.
action.
Yeah. Haven't had a use for it yet, so I don't think it will get used.
Now that
And
you're
I've
getting rid of
also
it, we're
asked
gonna
like
see nothing
Arendelle if
but-
he wanted any magic items, and he didn't want it.
Nothing but magic missiles from here on.
I'm not proficient with shields, so I can't exactly put it to good use. I will be taking out herbalism kit, however.
30 minutes pass, and you guys are feeling refreshed. Nothing happens in those 30 minutes.
I dumped 10 javelins out of my inventory as well.
Where the hell did you pull that from?
From boat, long
What?
ago,
No,
Like,
where were
starting
you
here.
keeping it?
in backpack. Like you see, like there's lots of poles and stuff sticking out of it. It's like really full.
What the hell were you keeping that? You know what? Whatever.
All right. Let us continue on our way.
Appreciate that.
Okay.
Draven goes up to each one of you, handing you a large piece of bark. He hands one to you, Toomba, one to you, L, and one to Arendelle.
Might I roll in nature to ascertain why he just gave me a piece of a dead tree?
Sure can.
Thank you. 16.
It is an indoor tree. It is known to have incredibly strong bark that can resist even the coldest of climates.
And he just gave us a piece?
Yep. You see him walk to the edge of a mountainside.
I still don't understand what these are for, Draven.
This will get us to the camp quicker.
Oh.
Who's first?
Oh, I like the way you think.
I
Perhaps you will fit here after all, and Toomba will take the initiative, and he'll just take a running jump off the mountain using the bark to slide down.
What? Uh-oh.
What is he doing?
Dying.
Roll athletics, Toomba.
Katara, do you want
DC is 10.
All I gotta do is roll a 2 or higher. That's a 6. So, yep, the 14.
All right, who's next?
While they're doing that, can I like try to make skis out of this instead of some unstable sled?
You don't know if you have time for that.
No, I just mean like break the thing in half and use my shadow spears as the little sticks.
Yeah, sure you can.
I just
What are
snap it
you
in half.
doing?
I snap it in half and basically suction my feet onto these barks. Oh, when in Rome. I just begin to ski myself down.
As you jump down, roll acrobatics or athletics.
Oh, roll acrobatics because that's the one that I have a modifier rating.
Elle's having a mental episode just watching this.
I roll a 13, so I do a cool wheelie midair.
All right, your blast, go.
What do I do?
Just jump.
You fall. It's as simple as that. You hear from 300 feet away.
So he takes a deep breath and starts making a running jump. Yeah.
Well, roll athletics or acrobatics. Let you choose.
I wish we had a barbarian here just so they could trip, fall, and just create a giant fucking snowball on the way.
Oh, Marlena.
Acrobatics? Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Decent. 15.
Did you jump and how do you land on the sled?
I suppose I just stick my claws into like the back of it and I try and like heave myself back up because I'm so out of it.
And you see Draven kind of snowboard kick this piece of wood down, and he turns around, and there's a like kind of a cliff face behind you guys as he pulls back and readies a lightning arrow. As you see it ripple through the snow, it cracks in and it starts an avalanche as it starts pushing you guys even faster.
Oh, shit.
I am just running with it. I don't know what's happening, but I'm just getting like into that crouch stance that skiers do, and they just go zoom bullet time.
I hold on to my the skin on my head and my cape just flaps behind me as this goes on.
Goomba's using his as a sled, like he's sitting on it, and he's got his flippers on either side.
At this year's Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
Motherfucking Satan.
It appears hell did freeze over this year.
Toomba, in front of you is a giant tree sticking out. Give me athletics to kind of move your sled out of the way.
Come on, Toomba.
Easy. 19.
19. You kind of lean your body to the left as you skid past this tree. Arendelle, there is an ice crevice in front of you, but there's a small snow mound in front of you. Roll to see if you can clear it.
Think of some way I can use magic to enhance this.
If you can describe how you're gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm looking at which spell I should use. Abyssal Artillery is technically an explosion. So I am going to, at the last moment, as I reach the apex of this jump, so after I leave the snow mound, I'm going to cast the explosion directly below me to give me that little bit extra, air.
And
What am I
you
rolling?
should also probably have considered there's wild magic involved here, right?
Sure, but we're going. We're in a chasing. Calm down. All right, so that's a 17 plus what was the skill check?
10.
Oh, well, okay.
As you jump, this explosion smashes into the snow, propelling you a little bit further as you look like you're not gonna make it at first, but your skis kind of catch the edge of it and you start sliding down. Elle, there is a fallen tree in front of you. What are you doing?
Well, I'm still on the what was it again? The sled. So is anyone in front of me here?
Arendelle and Toomba in front of you.
All right, well, this is happening, it's attached to a rope, right?
Yep.
Oh man, so I can't jump over. It's gonna catch the fucking tree. There's only one thing I can do, and I can throw my glaive to try and pierce the fucking tree.
Yeah. Roll a hit.
God, that is so bad.
No. Death boomerang, or whatever we call it. Just use it to
Yeah,
saw it in half.
Yeah, but it's small. I don't think it's gonna cut through. It has to be like a nat 20 or something.
Nah, I'm sure you're fine.
Fuck, I'm just going the safe route. I'm taking out the gunpowder, and I just throw it and I shoot at it with my pistol.
Yeah, as you roll to hit with your gun. As you throw this horde of gunpowder in front of you, kind of making this cloud as you pull out your flintlock to shoot.
It's the only thing I can do in this situation.
Could just jump.
Everything else is too risky.
What the hell? Oh, there it is.
Nat 20 anyway!
Yeah, as you throw this cloud of gunpowder in front of you, you see this frozen tree. As you shoot, it ignites almost as in a fireball as the tree explodes into shatters of crystalline ice as you go on through.
Shit, man. I was saving that so hard.
The avalanche is getting even bigger now.
It is humongous. Behind you is just a cloud of billowing clouds in frozen vapor.
I guess I'm deafened by like the entire situation going on, but I just say, fuck you, nature!
As this tree is partially falling after L has just exploded this tree. Second, I lost my words.
Yeah.
Take your time. Find them.
You see, as Draven's in the back, doesn't look like he's gonna make it, but he reaches his hand out and you see a thorn whip get cast from him as it grabs onto a branch and he kind of pulls himself, kind of Spider-Manning up, onto this kind of ice shelf. As you guys all see this shelf of ice that you all just have kind of made it over, the avalanche starts pouring into it, and you see this gap that was about 10-15 feet long is now covered up. And you guys look like you're in the clear, but that's when you see it, Toomba, a pair of two massive legs standing in front of you, an ice giant. Roll to weave out of the way. Athletics, please.
17.
17. How do you weave out of the way?
He'll just go like straight in, going like for between the legs, and as the ice giant starts moving around, he'll just start.
Yeah, and through giant hands that are swatting down, you manage to navigate your way through this giant creature. Arendelle, you see Toomba gracefully weave through this giant's fingers as he's like swiping down at him, and you catch his eyes, two red dots staring down at you, a big billowing white beard on ice blue skin as you're approaching this creature. What are you doing?
Idea. I begin to gather my momentum. I am not slowing down, but at the moment of contact, I polymorph into a hawk.
Okay.
And I fly through his hand and zoom past.
When did you become a druid?
I have this polymorph spell.
Damn.
Yeah. Run, roll. D20 for me.
Rolling d20. Like for wild magic, or it's just
Yep.
like a 2.
Cool. Yeah, as that time starts to slow again, you turn into a hawk and you fly through this monster matrix style, your feathers tickling the space in between his fingers as you epically dodge out of the way. The sled beneath you, or I guess the skis rather, crushed underneath his immense fury.
I just begin my falcon dive. I just zoom past fucking Toomba.
L. This creature has taken a swipe at L, has taken a swipe at Toomba, has taken a swipe at Arendelle, and he's looking at you. He's got his two fists clasped above his head. He's gonna do a giant pounding strike. What are you doing?
I jump.
You jump. Roll
I know, I
athletics
don't.
or acrobatics. Oh.
I don't. I have to consider this.
Yeah, he's got to smash the ground in front of you. You got to jump over him. Only makes sense. Besides, you're great at acrobatics. You'll be fine.
I shoot the giant's eyeball.
What the fuck?
Roll to hit.
Well,
And that's a 20.
As you load your flintlock, as he's getting ready to make contact with the ground, you shoot him in the eye. He staggers backwards, and you're able to go right in between his legs. Really pissed now, he takes a swing at Draven.
and he fucking dies.
And as he's kind of like rearing back this fist, the frost giant summons a giant frost axe in his hands, kind of like Sub-Zero style, and he's bringing it down. and just as the axe makes contact, it creates this kind of wall of snow and ice, and you see Draven just kind of like jump over him, and just kind of tumble on through before the giant kind of turns around and looks at all of you. Everyone roll perception.
I have advantage because I'm a hawk.
I don't think I can smell him from here.
That is a 23. Oh, no. Sorry, 26.
19.
You all see this giant snow boulder tumbling down this mountain, but it's got pieces of like jagged ice. Almost looks like if a glacier's been crushed up and is inside this boulder. And when he turns to look at you, you see this boulder hit the ground and smack into the back of this giant's head with a colossal. Sounds like a melon getting run over by a Hummer. And you see the giant fall face first onto the snow, the avalanche burying his body as you all come to a slowing stop at the end.
Well, that guy just had a bad day.
As they're coming to a stop, Toomba like leans back and falls off the sled, and he's like sliding on his back, just giggling and laughing the whole way. Oh, that was awesome. Can we do it again?
Who do you say that to?
Everybody.
I'm a bird, so I can't reprimand you for being stupid.
Let's not do that again.
Maybe later.
Oh, I lost my explosion.
Toomba sits up. Where are we? Looking around.
We're close to the camp. Follow me, I know how to get in.
Already? That saved us 2 days of travel?
As you turn around looking up the almost 800-foot mountain that you just slid down.
Only 800 feet?
800 meters. I apologize.
That's almost a mile.
800 miles.
That's
100
almost a
meters.
kilometer.
800 meters. A very, very large mountain.
I'm flying around y'all, hoping one of y'all holds your arm out or something because I can't fly forever.
It's in the snow, bro. Or on the tree. All right, everybody, let's go.
Out of spite, I land on Toomba's head.
Let's slap them all.
I peck you in the head.
Don't make me come up there, buddy.
I fly
As-
over to Draven and I land on his shoulder if he allows it.
Yeah, Draven will allow you. He's actually.
Are you still deceased?
You see him sparking up a torch when you land on
Poison.
his shoulder. And he hands it over to Toomba and says, "Here you go, Captain."
I do not need it, but thank you. Actually, do. Well, we'll take it anyways.
It burns green. It's a symbol of the Order. It's so they don't attack us.
Very pretty colors. All right, everybody, let us go. And pretend to be orderly, I suppose. And you'll start marching forward.
The way into
Wow.
the camp is through a faulty wall. It's the same way I escaped.
I feel like I wore this before.
Possibly. I'm sure we've all worn it before, haven't we?
Wish I could cast cantrips out while I was polymorph to be fucking hilarious. You see a hawk flying down out of nowhere and then fucking a giant bolt of shadow just kind of shoots out of his mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I get a d6 roll from all of you?
You sure can, buddy. That's a 5.
Also a 5.
What role was it again? I was doing
D6. Roll a 5.
D6.
Quick, make it a trilogy.
Wakes of Woe, part 3.
4.
Damn it.
Unfortunate.
Fucking failure!
As you all walk for about 30 to 45 minutes in this blistering cold, in the almost pitch black, even with dark vision, you can only see about 10 feet in front of you. What is everyone doing?
Is the torch lit?
Torch is lit. It just gives off a amber hue, but it's a green, a necrotic hue almost. It's just in a contained in a small 5-foot sphere.
Are you sure this is the right way?
Yes.
Nope.
Insight.
Insight.
9.
I
Seems
was
to be
not
telling the
lying.
truth.
Tuma's kind of humming as he walks. Are we there yet?
Perpet you disapprovingly.
Almost. It's just up here. And when he says that, you see these large cobblestone walls that are frozen over with almost centuries worth of ice. It looks to
no.
be like the remains of an ancient civilization.
It's
But
the
on the
Ice Crown
outside-
Citadel.
On the outside of this fortress-style walls, you see a shack. Come on through here. There's a tunnel that gets you inside the camp. As you see Draven walk over to this wall, and there's kind of the remains of this old, paddle boat that's leaned up against the wall, and you see him kind of move it and slide it over to the side.
Tumba kind of gets curious as they're walking, and he'll move close to one of the ruins or whatever, and use the torch so he can get a better look.
Roll investigation.
I'm cold.
14.
You see a shadow of an Atuk-Tuk that's cut in, or a statue of an Atuk-Tuk that's cut in half.
He stands there for. Is it like buried in ice, or is it?
It's ancient. It's clearly very old.
I'm gonna. Elle, could you hold this for me, please?
Fine. And she takes the torch and just brings it almost to her chest. Oh, warmth.
And Toomba moves closer so he can like try to brush away some of the snow and ice and stuff and get a better look at. See if there's like a plaque or anything at the bottom. Any identifiable markings.
What are you doing?
And he doesn't answer as he's clearing it away.
All right, well, my torch now.
Roll survival to dig away some of the snow and ice.
14 again.
A statue to commemorate King Beauregard.
I assume this one takes a history check.
Oh my god, you say.
Nope, that's a 4. Huh. I don't recognize the name, but this is definitely an Akuktuk.
Yeah, that one was obvious.
Okay.
Say it again.
Say what again?
What is you called?
An Akuktuk?
A cookchu.
Yes. The villagers
Still trying to
did
get used to it.
The villagers did mention that my people used to settle here some 300 years ago. I suppose this is where they were.
You heard that?
What?
Coughing.
Are you alright
I need
over
help.
there, Rendell?
I need help with this.
I need help with this. I need help with this. I need help with this.
Hey, Adrian, I need help with this.
She's struggling with this boat.
I'm coming. I suppose I'll have to come back later. And he'll pull himself up and waddle over to help move the boat.
I
You
also
walk in,
waddle over.
you see him trying his damnedest to do it. I'm just standing there watching above him, just like looking down at him with
Smug
bird
ass
levels.
bird.
Smug ass hawk right now.
Oh, question DM as Toomba thinks is over. Could I see the head of the statue even though it's cut in half?
You could.
Did it match the portrait that was on the coin?
It did. Very similar crown.
Interesting. Never heard of a King Beauregard before, but anyway, let's get this boat moved, I suppose.
Whoever's helping Draven, give me a strength check.
I'm good at those.
I'm holding up the torch.
You see, I would, but I have a -3 in strength right now.
Well, do you enjoy the simple life of an animal?
Yes,
Damn
I get to
hypocrite.
watch you toil.
I'm gonna use my last inspiration on that because that was a natural one.
Toil.
The only person
You're
who's
in-
not an animal decides to be
Use
an
your
animal.
inspiration.
Natural 20 or
As you-
25.
Kind of a putrid aroma spills out of this cabin.
Wow, smells of home.
Like covering his beak.
As you walk in here. Now, this decrepit old cabin is covered with what looks to be vines and foliage. Like at one point this place was overgrown, but all that is now like frozen over now. It just looks like living icicles that are hanging off of it. Before we go in here, be very quiet. They were keeping slaves in here. You see Draven duck under, and you hear him like crawl up into the wood inside this cabin.
Just
I need
for
this-
just for marching order purposes, I'm still on Draven's shoulder.
All right, give me a stealth check.
I am very good at that.
Thanks for warming
Nat-
up. Do you need torch
Natural
back?
20!
Okay.
No, I don't. You can keep it for now, Al.
Okay.
I do not need the warmth, but we do need the fire to stay stay lit.
Yeah, just tell when you need it. And she keeps the torch up in the bag of the rank and keeps a gun at her side just in case.
And Tumba will like flop himself on the ground and like crawl into the under the wood.
Draven gives you a hand and helps you into the cabin.
Elle puts the torch through first and then crawls through herself. And she doesn't need help.
As you crawl through, Draven also gives you a hand and helps you up. Now give me perception, all of you.
Eye contact for the first time. And she backs off.
That is a 19 for me.
That is a 9.
I can never see you guys' rolls, so I don't know what we're rolling. Oh.
Perception.
Can I smell this?
You can definitely smell something in here.
That's a 25.
25. So for those of you who rolled above a 15, there will be a secondary description. But what you all see is a cabin that is clearly rotting, but is also frozen. All over there is frozen viscera on the walls and on the boards. You see rotting boards that are haphazardly nailed to the doors and windows, like someone was trying to like board this place up from the inside. Obviously this cabin has not been lived in a very, very long time. What you all see is candles haphazardly placed around this entire cabin, and they're all flickering with these like green necrotic flames that you just see everywhere, and sort of matching that torch. Something you all immediately identify about these candles is that they're magically lit. There's harsh breezes and winds blowing through this cabin, and these candles are just wavering but not getting extinguished. You all also hear the rattling of chains and shackles along the walls as this wind is so strong it's blowing them. Some of these shackles have occupants where the occupants are not moving. Some of them just have like severed arms and hands hanging from them. But all over the cabin is just viscera, frozen blood on the floor, walls, and there's gore everywhere. Both, you know, humanoid and magical creatures. You're just seeing these chunks and these guts everywhere. You see tables with strange potions of orbs of light kind of floating in them. You see what's clearly like an alchemist table, like someone's been doing some like sort of experiments or experimentation here. You're seeing like these test tubes and these vials. You see notebooks that are opened up and sprawled out writing on them. And that's all you really notice, Toonba. What Arendelle and Elle notice, you see piles of bodies kind of tucked away, almost hidden. You see a ton of tables, and on these tables looks like there's an occupants in each one of them, and there's sheets covering them. And you hear the slightest noise. What are you guys doing?
What does this noise sound like?
Just sounds like the creaking of metal. It could be the building settling. You're not really sure what it could be.
I find a long stick and I poke the nearest corpse.
I'll fly off of Draven's shoulder and make my way towards where that sound is.
Okay. It comes from. Give me a perception check.
18.
18. It's coming from one of the tables in the middle. Elle, when you poke this table, one of the sheet falls off. And it's a man who is stripped down to just his underwear, but his eyes have been like sewn open. Looks like someone was experimenting on this person. They are clearly deceased.
Okay. I poke the cheek to feel how taut the skin is.
It's leathery. It's so cold. Whoever this person is, they've been dead for a few days.
I'll use
only
my
a few days.
I'll use my beak to pull off some of the cloth covering the person on this table.
What part do you pull down?
The part covering the face.
Part covering the face. Laying on the table, staring back at you, is Bernadette.
Excuse me?
You just hear me start panicking.
The bird starts panicking.
Tuma's like distracted for a moment, and then he hears Aaron down, looks over. What's the matter?
I fly on the opposite table of where the clearly Bernadette is laying down on that table.
Is it taking your wings?
Yeah,
Like-
I actually do this.
the Will Smith meme. Tuma wanders over. Bernadette.
I drop my stick and I immediately just run over.
We just saw her yesterday. How?
I reach for her face and start to like clap lightly.
Can I roll an investigation check to ascertain that this is actually Bernadette? Because something doesn't feel right.
Sure can roll investigation.
Say 23.
It looks almost exactly like Bernadette. However, if Bernadette was roughed up pretty bad, looks like there's been some modifications. Maybe some stitching is imperfect around like her neck. Maybe there's some like discoloration. Makeup has definitely seen better days.
Tuma's
it's
gonna start
her?
looking around and seeing if he sees any bodies that resemble.
But yeah, you don't see any drastic changes. It looks exactly like Bernadette, just with those altercations.
Tumba's gonna look around for any bodies that resemble Barnabas.
Can I hear them?
I'll drop polymorph at this point. I'll walk
Oh,
over to
you
Bernadette.
Warbird!
That was a 13 on my investigation, Shy.
Can I hear them?
Yes, you can.
I'll start to move my head slightly at the sound of voices. Am I bound or am I just on this table?
I
You are
immediately
bound.
retort.
Your arms and legs are shackled.
I point my gun at you just in case. I don't know if this is a mimic or anything.
Yeah, I grabbed that gun and I pulled it away.
You find the body of an orc, but it doesn't have a head.
I know Barnabas only had one arm. Does this one only have one arm?
Does only have one arm.
Quiet, quiet. Conserve your strength. I'll try to find the key.
I poke Bernadette's cheek and I try and pull down the lip before Arendelle he talks to me. And then I hurry off to try and find something.
As you pull the hair back, you see a stitching across the face.
Ooh.
Something is not right here. They were on Mount Celestia. How? Bernadette! And you, Tuma rushes over. Bernadette, can you talk to us?
Calm down. Conserve your strength. She's in no position to be able to communicate right now. She's clearly in a state of shock. Not only that, she's been out here in the cold for God knows how long. We need a fire, now.
Hell,
Do I find a key? Oh, she's searching with the torch.
Pumbaa, go get some materials that can burn. I'll start a fire.
Of course. I want to see if I can like salvage any of the wood in here first before I leave.
Actually, where is Draven through all of this?
Draven is like keeping a lookout through the windows.
Oh, okay.
Roll investigation. I'll see if you can find anything.
For the time being, I'm going to use my common clothes to start a fire.
16.
Under a book that's open with sporadic writing in it, you do find a rusty bronze key.
Oh, I gently lift up the book because it seems noteworthy, but I only know one person that can like look at this and probably tell if it's worth anything. So I take both things, and I just haphazardly like shove the book up against Arendel's shoulder as I try and fiddle around with the key, trying to see where it goes. Like my hand is shaking.
I'll put the book with the rest of them, and I'll continue striking my dagger against some kind of some other piece of metal to try to spark the fire with the clothes I set out.
You're a smart one. Why don't you use flint and steel?
I don't have flint and steel. That's why. That's why I'm using a dagger and rusted metal. Hopefully that does
Oh,
something.
that's true. That's true.
Roll survival.
Dirty 20. Now I'm just setting a piece of the clothes on fire, not the whole thing.
It starts on fire.
Please tell me you found something that can burn.
Have I? I'm looking for any salvageable wood in here, DM.
You find tons of it. Looks like there's leftover wood that was gonna be used to board something up, but maybe they just had excess.
I'll grab a few planks.
It's rotted. It's very wet, but it'll light if you are persistent enough.
Question: could I use shape water to pull all of the water out of the wood to dry it?
I'll allow it. I'll say roll it cool.
Alright, I'll just wave my flipper over it, and as the water just slowly pulls off, and he just flicks it away, and he brings over the now dry wood to add to the fire.
That's for real. Bring some
A
more.
small fire lights up. Again, this kind of dark aura around the glow of the fire. It doesn't really light up much of the room. It's kind of contained, but the heat does radiate off.
I once again try and like finger Benedette's face, try and see what's up with the mouth.
Her head just kind of turns.
There's twine, right? I want to dig a claw of underneath the twine exposed to try and feel what kind of material it is.
Her skin is incredibly cold to the touch. And
Freezing?
freezing. As you pull, you realize that the mouth has been split open and re-sewn.
I shake a little bit, and I start lifting the hair up to see how far that scar goes.
Any luck with the locks? Ruby,
She snaps awake and turns. Snaps to
have you
attention.
found any luck with the lock?
Try. She goes for it again.
Ruby.
I remembered.
The key easily undoes each of the shackles.
Can you move? Just
As the
shake.
As the shackles come off, you see that her hands just kind of like, and then she lifts the arms, kind of like stay on the table. She's just like a
Or you're just going wild, like unnaturally as well?
She like sits straight up, and then the whole frame kind of flops forward, and she slowly just.
I try and nudge you into like a straight position. Gently.
Father.
Father?
Toomba, I'm gonna DM you.
Okay.
Are you?
What's her clothing
But-
situation looking like?
But you know
She-
my name. You
she-
just said
She's wearing different clothing.
Like, is it suitable for this climate, or
Not really. She doesn't seem to be
I'll-
affected though.
toss the clothes onto you and address Ruby? Seeing as you're the only other female here, I believe it's only appropriate that you assist her with the dressing.
I'll say she's wearing. Oh, I see what you mean. She's wearing like a thin long sleeve shirt, and it looks to be like some kind of like leather like chest piece, like armor. It's not warm, not suitable for the conditions for the weather. But she's not naked. She's dressed.
Okay, so Arendelle, I look at you as you put me on the task. I look to Bernadette, and I nod once, and I actually just start over and like trying to remove the claws right then.
Don't undress her, put it on top. She needs more layers.
Oh, okay. Sure. And she starts, yeah, attaching.
Toomba, more wood for the fire.
Toomba, as you're getting more wood for the fire, you see a shadow, very small. It could easily be missed, dart across the room.
Dumba stops as he's reaching for some more firewood, and he's looking over, and he turns and goes over in that direction where the shadow was.
That's when you hear Arendelle call out for you.
Of course, Arendelle. And he'll continue towards where the shadow was.
You go over to the corner and you find the head of a doll. That one eye's been eaten out. And as you get in close, you see a mouse head kind of pop out of the doll.
Eaten.
Like an
man,
L
that's-
kind of mouse,
that's
or like a
graphic.
small regular
No,
mouse?
like a very, very small, like, field mouse.
You know what scene that just reminded me of? Have any of you seen Pet Cemetery?
I have not seen it.
What is
There's
that
a
game
scene-
also?
I'm not
Calypso
sure.
Protocol?
There was a
I think there's
scene-
also, yeah.
There was a scene early in the movie where they were burying the family dog, and the kid thought the thing was breathing, but it turned out it was something crawling out of its mouth.
Mhm.
I just
Calypso Protocol,
imagine-
there's a rat that just goes into like a dead body's mouth and just vanishes there.
And as you get close to this mouse, it gets spooked and kind of crawls out the bottom of the doll head and kind of just runs off. It was clearly making the shadow you saw.
Toomba!
I mean, I'm gonna pick up the doll head, kind of look around for a second, and then just like pocket it in my bag for now as I go back to get some more wood.
Okay.
And then bring 'em
Real
some more wood to
horrific
add to the
depictions,
fire.
though. Great job.
How deep does the wild magic feel in this area?
Almost non-existent.
I'm going to attempt to prestidigitate some the clothes on Bernadette to make them feel warm.
I see that and I go,
As you press to digitate, you see kind of the blood start flowing inside of the skin.
Raven,
What?
how well do you know this castle?
I've not been inside. I just did slave labor around the yard and the camp and in the mines.
What's the kind of slave labor?
This foolishness has to end. You can see Doom was kind of shaking a little bit with anger.
He peers through a slit in the board that peers over the wall of the castle, and you can see a silhouette of a spire, and he says, "That's where the princess rules. Getting in is almost a near impossibility."
Well, we shall see.
You haven't known these idiots long enough. They're the ones who make impossibilities possible. Somehow.
That may be the nicest thing you've ever said, Arendelle.
That wasn't a compliment.
I will take it as one anyway. Then he looks back over to Bernadette. See if she's kind of getting her bearings a little bit more.
Ah, no wild magic. Anyone feel any different?
The weave is calm here. I'll take every
Really?
small blessing I can get.
I thought it was only gonna get stronger. How?
Clearly, the Order doesn't like it any more than we do.
But if it gets stronger drawing near them, why is it safe inside of that?
Unfortunately, I don't know everything. Some things we'll just have to figure out with time.
Is this environment magical in any way? I'm gonna try and like root that out.
You can roll Arcana.
Well, I certainly cannot because I got a minus. I got a 2.
You can assume it is. Or assume it's not. Who knows?
I hate this.
I'm just gonna walk over to Bernadette and like looking her up in the eye. I want to roll insight to see if, I guess, what kind of state of mind Bernadette is, even though that's obvious, but also whether she seems to recognize us.
So Bernadette is fully unchained now. How is she sitting on the table?
She is still like where she was laying. She just sat up, and that's as far as she got. And she just like been slowly looking at everyone.
Okay.
Junba, you have script, pencil. Give her.
That was a 12 on insight. Looking at Bernadette.
What were you? What are you checking for?
What kind of state of mind she seems to be in, and whether she actually recognizes us.
There
It's
is
like magic.
no look of recognition on her face as she looks at you. And Elle, with your sense of smell, pretty easy to pick up on this. There is a very heavy smell of death.
Yeah, I kind of assume I know what's happening here.
While they're doing this, I'm going to go around the other tables and examine the bodies.
And Tumba will go ahead and fill out his notebook and
Yeah. There are a total of 12 bodies in total. 2 of them have been uncovered. One is the body of a headless and armless orc. The other one is the body of a man whose eyes are like stitched open.
Can I roll?
They're shy.
Can I roll investigation to see if that orc is Barnabas?
You can roll investigation.
But that would also mean there's a person also missing here. Where could they be?
There's a 27 hit.
we try not to think about that one.
You're not able to tell. The build is very similar, but without facial features or really anything distinct. As this corpse is naked, you can't really tell, unless you can tell by their body parts.
I mean, I know he had a missing left arm. Does this one have a missing left arm or right arm?
It does look like it's been surgically removed
Surgically?
At the shoulder.
Oh, okay. So this can't be.
And I'll hand Bernadette the pencil and paper. If you cannot speak, can use this to write to us.
While she's doing that, I'm just going to continue to uncloak the bodies to see if any of them are recognizable.
Yeah, you pull a tarp off of a siren, a mermaid, as it is shackled to this table, and its fin has been split into two, almost like the splitting of a snake tongue. Her teeth and her fangs are on full display, but the eyes are nowhere to be found.
Bernadette will take the pen or the quill or whatever, and she like looks down at it and holds it, and then looks up at you. And just
Are you able to communicate? You know, like mimic.
You said my name.
she
I
looks-
know that.
She looks at the paper and just writes yes.
Arendelle, do you continue to pull sheets off? You pull off another sheet. A roll investigation.
27. 2 19s in a row. Nice.
This is a very large sheet. As you pull it off, it is a dragonborn, or what's left of one. A jaw's missing.
As far as Arendelle's aware, Dragonborn don't exist in this world, right?
As far as you're aware,
Scale collar?
red.
So,
Do you know who I am, Bernadette?
She writes TUNBA.
You know.
And then
How,
I'll write under that, who are you?
I've said both of your names.
Do you continue to pull off sheets? There's 4 more left, Arendelle.
Yeah, we'll just keep going back and forth. I'll take the sheets off.
As you pull off this next sheet, it is a Goliath, but just the upper torso. You can roll investigation or history.
I'll shake it up and roll history. 17.
I see that Arendelle is starting to unclog all the
This body
guys.
it has similar tattooing and markings as Druid.
And I start to see a resemblance of something here. And I start going around as well. There's piles of bodies, right?
Yeah.
I start spreading them out over the floor.
Start scattering these bodies across the floor.
Yep. To see if we find anyone that resembles one of us. This is specific.
There's 3 more sheets. What is Bernadette and Tumba doing currently?
Dumbo responds, "This is difficult to answer, but I know you. You are a friend of mine.
Ask her if she knows my name.
She kind of turns her head towards the sound of Arendelle and then just kind of looks at you.
Mine hasn't been said yet.
Wait to see if she writes anything.
She's looking at you.
Look at Arendelle for a second, then back. Do you know his name?
She She writes Erendel.
Got it nearly perfectly.
Imposter! She knows how to spell my name! Behead her!
Out of character, I think I know what's going on here. In character, I don't think Toomba would have picked it up yet because he doesn't know enough about Arendelle and Bernadette.
I'll be over there in a minute after I'm done examining these corpses.
There's 2 more sheets. It is the body of a Yuan-ti. The snaking features are mucked up a bit. The scales almost delicately carved off of this creature. Almost
Pure blood or a
skinned.
monstrosity?
Monstrosity.
Ooh. Cover that bag up. If there's just one more, I'll go ahead and take that one off too.
Yeah. As you take off this sheet, you see a dragonborn leg mixed with an elvish leg attached to the torso of a Goliath with the arm of a dragonborn, the eyes of a Yuan-ti, the fangs of a siren. But its other hand is a doll hand, and it's holding a head. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Easy peasy. 22.
You stare at this weird creation as it lays lifeless on the table.
I'm gonna go over to the small fire we made and pick up one of the burning planks. And
I turn my head and
I'm going to walk over to the abomination of flesh and just set it on fire.
yeah, I was trying to get a look over as Arendelle was going away to do this, to try and see anything about this.
Yeah, it's this amalgamation of flesh and plastic starts to melt away. The smell of burning flesh fills the air. Going through the piles of bodies, Elle, you don't see anyone that you recognize. You're seeing people wearing clothes of nobility, people wearing the clothes of peasants.
Wow.
All walks of life are really scattered about.
I think this siege machine.
This is an abomination.
Yes, but this was what we saw in those papers.
Did that creature look like what we saw in the diagrams?
Did not.
No.
The siege machines were almost bigger than your ship.
Oh,
These are some
smaller?
poor attempts at potentially replicating what Bernadette is.
I still don't trust. This is not Bernadette. This is something else.
Bernadette, where are your husband and daughter?
She like looks at the paper for a moment. Light.
You need a light? Elle, where is that torch?
Has it gone out yet?
There's a fire right next to you.
Oh, there's a light right there. Look at that. Torch is safer to handle, though. Moral insight. No, my dice. No, baby.
Your dice have betrayed
Play
you.
it as it lies. What is it?
I can't even see it. I'm trying to find it. It's under my desk somewhere.
Eat it before you can find out.
It is a 2.
Flashlight.
Play it as it lies.
I
She'll
will as soon as I can find it.
she'll start writing
The ro-
something on the paper.
Come on, baby.
I would have made my way back to y'all at this point.
Yep. You make your way back. This body is burning to a crisp.
Where are you? Where are you? Damn, it's not even over there. Oh, there it is. 14 plus 3, 17.
What were you trying to check?
Insight to see what she means by light.
She looks down at the paper and you see she's written another word. Liar.
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 Who is the liar?
What was the name of that god, wizard god from Celestia?
Nathaniel or something. Nathaniel. Was he the liar?
She kind of cocks her head at you. Man of light.
Stay still, Benedict. I'm going to place a hand on your head and link our minds with detect thoughts. I'm going to read your brain, if you allow it.
As,
Do you think Nathaniel liar?
as
And he tried to blame me? I cross my arms.
as you start to reach in, it is like hearing this push of static.
I will attempt to dig deeper. Is there like an intelligence check? Save? What should I do? The roll
Spell, if you have that, maybe.
I want to say contested wisdom.
wisdom.
Wisdom against wisdom
Alright?
to use your illithid mind powers.
Fuck you. That's a 19.
Alright, one sec. DM, check your DMs. Wisdom?
First of all, fuck you. Second of all, I rolled a 19.
Yeah.
I think he hears more static.
You get nothing.
You just hear this intense static.
Is there anything
Not
underlying
often the
static?
great Arundel's magic fails, but in this instant, it does.
Light brought to Father. Father. Improve.
Anything but an improvement.
What is your father's name?
Father.
Either she has an incredibly resilient mind, or there's nothing there.
There has to be
Like-
something there. She can communicate.
Couldn't hear anything.
Joel.
Right, note back.
She kind of looks over at Elle, goes to the paper, and writes on the paper, note back.
Huh.
Arundel, you. Shit, excuse me. Arundel,
I don't
you are
know
the,
that.
you are the smart one, Arundel. Isn't there something you can do, something you can figure out?
This seems
So-
like wizard trouble. We can't help this.
Could I make a Arcana or Insight check to figure out what could be the result of this, or what could be resulting in her acting like this? Like she has amnesia, her brain's basically entirely empty, and she looks like she's in shock. So
I'll let you choose between Arcana, Medicine, or Arcana to kind of see if she's under the effects of any spell, Medicine to see if it's some sort of like amnesia, something like that. And yeah, those are your only two options right now.
Can I make both of
Ellis,
those?
I'll let you choose one.
Alright, Arcana it is.
Ellis staring down the seeming replica of Bernadette.
26.
Rounds.
Is she under the effect of any spell currently?
I would say that she is.
Okay.
I feel like we just take some liberties with this.
Yep. I'll let you drive.
As you look her over, her one thing that you notice is this large stitching across the neck. There's a very strong necrotic vibe coming off of her.
We have to leave her. We can't help her.
I refuse to leave her here. The last time we left her, this is how she ended up.
Under false pretenses.
Quiet, both of you. I'm going to very gently reach towards your neck and kind of feel where that necrotic energy is coming from and try to locate the source. And when I do, I'm going to cast the Dispel Magic.
As you
That's the smart choice.
As you reach out and feel that, you remember what it was like to be dead. You remember what it felt like to be that cold. The blood around the gash is incredibly dark in color.
While I'm doing that, do I feel a pulse on you?
May I move?
Can I put two and two together and assume that whatever this magical effect is on you is what's keeping you animated?
Potentially. I would say it doesn't take long to determine that she is not alive.
I want to see if she's a revenant or a summoned undead. What kind of check should I make?
DM?
I think she just upgraded from being construct
I'll say
to
Arcana.
reanimated.
25. What are you? What are you hiding?
At least that's my out of character perspective of it. Ruby still thinks she's a mimic.
It's definitely undead.
Right.
And
Go on.
I don't know if it would be any of those.
I rolled a
actually.
25. Give me a little bit more.
That-
That's
that's only a
obvious.
zombie.
I
of
think
some
DM would be
kind.
something different.
Let me 1 second. Waiting on approval before I say anything.
Take your time.
Yeah, it's Bernadette. We should be hurrying up.
Oh, relax.
I can see that.
First one or second one?
Probably the first one.
It's giving Revenant vibes.
At least I'm certain this won't kill her. I dispel magic on that that source of what I assume is causing her symptoms right now.
She kind of sits back for a bit and kind of reaches up and like touches the stitching. What spell did you cast?
Dispel magic.
Spellcaster.
Yes.
May I move?
I step back. Step forward.
Step forward. She'll swing her legs off the table, stand up, and take a step towards you.
Elle is still crossing her arms, but Toomba would probably be able to see that Elle's tail is reaching for a gun, just in case she needs it.
Why are you still here?
Father made improvements. Why are you here?
Yeah, why are we here? We're here to rest.
We're here to stop some very bad people from doing very bad things.
Why?
It's what a friend wanted me to do.
Arendelle.
Bernadette, what last you remember?
Light. Father. Smile more. Bernadette. Don't look so solemn. Wait.
Seems like I need to have a conversation with your father.
Arendelle, I want you to call him. Call the High Wizard of Mount Celestia so I can rip his head from his body myself.
That's brutal.
And quite impossible.
We'll see how impossible it is.
That's the first time Toomba has broken his cool.
You hear. You order. Green light.
Oh, this is just for show.
You
We are
fight. Order.
precisely. They are the very bad people I mentioned.
Powerful people. How?
Yeah,
I may
how
have-
actually? We kill everyone we see.
I may have a trump card. One that I can only use once. Speaking of, Ruby, here. I toss you
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I grab it.
It is that Griffin idol. Save
What
that
this?
for when we need it.
Okay.
Save it for an emergency, not before.
I inspected to find out what it is. I've never seen it before.
Lola Kana.
Alright, well, I do, I guess. 11. That's about adequate.
It summons something.
All right. Figuring
you
out
like?
Wondrous Power, Bronze Griffin, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you like to come with us?
Yes.
Very well.
I don't think this is a good idea.
I'm not leaving her.
I trust in your judgment.
I'll hold my hand out to you.
She kind of looks down at your hand. Why do you care?
Call it deja vu. But you remind me of someone.
She'll take your hand and just like awkwardly put her hand on yours, like waiting for something to happen.
I'll just be guiding you. Draven, lead the way. We're leaving.
Like, is this place just one room?
We'll need disguises if we are to get into the camp without being spotted. We need to catch a patrol off guard.
Simple enough.
I'll catch them off guard. Pumbaa reaches into his pocket and pulls something, or not his pocket, his bag. He pulls something out, and he dashes off.
I do
were you-
suggest we vacate the building. It is growing more and more on fire.
Perfect. So you guys slip out the hole that you came in from and into the darkness. What is the plan?
Yeah, what is the plan?
Find the patrol, steal their clothes, kill them.
Pumbaa is
Not
currently
particularly
running.
in that order.
Pumbaa has currently literally run off
Where are you running, Tumba?
towards the camp.
The large stone gates
Sure.
towards the camp. Okay. What is your plan? What are you wanting to do?
He no longer has a plan, but currently his plan is to fuck shit up and create a distraction. And he is going to do that by taking the Zale's Rage Potion.
Okay. Tumba,
would like to.
Tumba, you grow about 2 times your size when you take this potion.
You're a real boy now.
Big penguin.
A
Just start
true
running.
emperor penguin.
You see a patrol marching on the outskirts of the town. They are shrouded in complete darkness except for the small little torches they carry with the green aura and about a 5-foot radius around each of them. There are 4 of them. They do not see you coming. What are you doing?
The only thing he can do is make melee attacks, so he is going to run up in the dark as fast as he can before they can even notice, and use his strength to fucking crush them with his
A furious flurry of flippers.
flippers
Roll-
and his staff.
Roll to attack.
Don't worry, they die. Trust me.
Let's see. So 25 strength would be 8 plus 6 plus 7. 25.
The first one dies. How do you kill him?
The first one I just kind of smash underneath my flipper, and then the second one he'll move to bash aside with his other arm.
Yeah, roll a hit.
Actually, let me pull up the rage thing. Rage, because I am raging. See what this adds. Yeah. Let's do the damage roll, advantage on strength checks and saving throws. Resistance to damage. Okay. 19.
19 damage.
To hit.
19 hits. Roll damage.
It is at this moment that Elle realizes maybe Melina saw something in this guy after all.
The 16 bludgeoning. Actually, we'll do more than 16. I'm gonna use a charge on this staff. 16 bludgeoning and 1 force.
Wilhelm scream as this man dies. That is your surprise round. Roll to attack.
Uh, 28.
28 hits. Roll damage.
Have you ever seen a wizard rage?
18.
No? You will,
Another
soon.
scream as the lifeless body falls to the ground. There's one left, Tumba.
And I will kind of menacingly crit him. 24 to hit.
24 hits. Roll damage.
All you have to do to look menacing is open your beak. Everybody who sees the inside of a penguin's mouth is going to have a nightmare that night.
18 damage as he just grabs his head and slams it into the ground.
So the scene you all see, remember in the Ninja Turtles 2 movie when Raphael is dressed up in the trench coat with the hat in the dark alley?
That is so
And
fucking
there's-
dismissive.
And there's those shredder like goons, and all of a sudden there's a
Woodsman.
lantern that's swinging back and forth, and you just see the outline of Raphael, and the goon's like, what? And then the lantern goes out, and you just hear as fist and flesh smack. The lights come back on. There's just an alley full of enemies that are now deceased. Is what all of you see as Toonba slides into the night. You hear, "Ah! Ah!"
We'll run forward to try to bust those gates open and give them a way in.
Yay, murder!
The front gates.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
You're trying to bust open the front gates.
Are there any other gates?
Wait.
Are you
We
being
need
stealthy?
to put on the disguises first.
I don't think he can be stealthy in this form.
Is he trying to die?
I don't
He's
think
having
he cares
fun.
anymore. Quickly, put on these clothes. The four of you.
Okay, fine.
There are some armors here. Are you putting them on?
Yay.
I'm suggesting not having, since I'm not in control. L, Gabo, Draven,
Something with
and I guess
less
me.
chains
If
would
there's
be fine.
if there's four, then all four of us will do it.
If there are some
Therefore-
better armor, I will take it.
There's 4 sets of half plate.
It's good, but
I'll take the clothing under the half plate.
It is just brown clothing. The insignias of the order are actually on the armor.
Oh, I can't wear armor. Shit.
Is there
Yeah.
any of these bodies wearing something like scale mail?
I mean, you can wear it.
Unfortunately,
You just
no.
can't like maneuver efficiently in it and such.
You all do
No, I
know
can't cast magic
as,
when I'm wearing
as a
armor.
disguise. These would be very versatile, as there is also a helmet.
How long would it take for me to be able to take this off if I were to put it on?
I'll say about 2 minutes.
No.
Yeah. It's
No.
definitely up in the minutes range.
You said it's half plate or breastplate?
Half plate.
Damn it. Can I
Um,
just make it a breastplate by only taking the part with the insignia?
Yeah.
How long would that take to remove if I just like cut the straps?
About half a minute.
Wait, I have a forgery kit. Can I replicate the insignia onto a different kind of clothing?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Tumba's not gonna wait though.
Okay. Arendelle, I can help you here.
Please go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna ruin your clothes though. Is that okay?
I don't care. Just do it.
Okay, good. And she starts taking out the pencils and all the finesses. Starts to like see each line and the insignia and trying to copy it over like perfectly onto like the chest, so like it mimics the exact size and such where it would be on Arendelle's normal clothes.
Would that be a deception or a sleight of hand?
I'll say sleight of hand.
Well, I'm proficient in that. Plus 11. And that's 24.
Out of
And you're putting
character.
the order insignia on his clothes?
I look like an older archmage.
Out of
It
character.
does.
I-
It looks very similar. However, the clothes are not the same colors. Is there anything you're doing to change that?
Do you have any dyes?
No.
Anything around here we could use?
I'll just slip on their clothes. Wear it around.
would like to say, as a player, I know this is a horrible idea and I shouldn't be doing this, but this is one of those instances where it's what I want or what I would do.
Are
versus
you
what
about
my
to say?
character would
Are
do.
you about to say it's what my character would do?
Yes.
Yeah, he was about to
That
say
godforsaken line.
Climb the wall. Climb the wall.
That's what I'm
Climb
about
it.
to.
Break it
Okay,
down.
Victoria.
Fuck you!
I do have a question about this wall. Is it the wall of the fort, or is it just like a wall going into? Like, could I?
It is. So this wall is the siege wall of what looks
It
to be some
begins.
sort of ancient
Begins.
kingdom. It's probably about 100-foot scale.
Another wall incident.
It's covered with ice and crumbling stone.
Damn! Out of all my spells, I don't have disguise self. I feel cheated as a wizard.
Question
Yeah.
is.
Oh, well.
Waverly
Don't
had
let
it.
them look at this too much, but I think it will do.
I'll wear the part that she painted the insignia on over the undergarments of the armor that these soldiers are wearing. So just the clothing part of their armor, and I'll wear my clothes over that so it
Okay.
matches.
Yep. So you're wearing a half plate right now, currently, right?
No, I took the armor off the clothing.
All right. So the breastplate.
No, I took the armor off the clothing.
Okay.
Like it's
So
just the clothes, none of the metal.
Just the garb underneath.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Perfect. What are the rest of you wearing?
Well, I wear the half plate, but yeah, I don't look comfortable in it.
Okay. What
I'll-
about Bernadette?
I'll see what Arendelle is doing and follow suit, taking the cloth.
Okay.
Are these like? Is it like unisex or is it like specific form or anything? Because I guess I look like a man now.
It magically sculpts your appearance, very not.
Oh yes, my pronounced brash like fantasy fucking clothing, man.
So, Chungba, do you scale the wall?
I'm currently looking up the climbing moves. So would this wall count as difficult terrain?
No, because you're comfortable in this terrain.
Okay, so it'll just be basically double movement, 1 extra foot per foot.
Yeah.
So I could climb it. I could climb it in a turn or two by dashing, and it is up to you whether I should make some athletics checks.
I'll let
I'm
you
dropping
make an
the tent.
athletics check each turn that you climb.
Okay, I'll begin climbing then.
Yeah, I'm dropping
Okay.
the tent. So
Roll athletics.
Fine, that'll make that easier. Here we go. 25.
You successfully scale it halfway up. How high up do you climb?
As far as I can get with a dash, which for me would be 70 feet and then half that, so yeah, 35 feet.
Okay.
He's just doing the moment where Poe was just flipping himself up the wall to get to the scroll.
You're 35 feet up in the air. What is everyone else doing?
Bernadette wore medium armor, right?
Do I have armor currently, DM?
You have whatever you wore.
Okay, I think you can see that the armor piece that she's wearing, it looks to be scale mail.
No more alcohol.
Good. Ruby's good. And what about
part
you,
of me
Dragon?
wants to climb the wall. I just look at Tumba go, but I also need to take care of my team, so I stand behind.
What about you, Draven?
You see him as he's donning a order cloak that he pulled out of his bag. I still have mine from last time.
Good. I'll take one of the helmets and put it over Bernadette's head. Try to hide your face.
I have good idea. Maybe when we kill someone, we take their stuff. Maybe it better.
I believe we're already drawing a bit much attention. We need to move these boundaries.
Tumba, roll athletics.
Okay.
We're going to attempt to hide the bodies. If there's any brush that we can toss them in, they'll be where we do.
There's a lot of brush and tree line that you can hide them in.
Yeah.
29.
Remember, check pockets.
Tumba, you successfully make it to the top of the wall. Roll perception. As you guys go to hide these bodies,
16.
are you looting them? Are you searching anything?
I'm looting at least 2 of them.
You find 12 coins on the first one and 2 +1 daggers.
2 + 1 daggers. Nice.
Next one, you find a spell scroll and a halberd.
Okay, I take the spell scroll and I give it a brief look.
It's a scroll of jump.
That would have been useful.
I take it and I stuff it in my pocket. I have no clue how to use it.
What was on the individual I was putting behind the bush?
You find 4 silver
4 silver.
and a spell scroll
Excellent. Of what kind?
of Godberry.
Fuck you. I just toss it over my shoulder towards L.
And I toss a knife to you.
What the fuck?
Tumba, what'd you roll in that perception?
16.
I will take that +1 dagger though. It's better than mine.
You see a portion of the order troops from this view. The way this wall is situated, think of like how the Great Wall of China is, how it's got like that pathway between each side. That's kind of how this wall is. You see castles and structures, and it looks like there's a fully thriving economy in this place. You see slave laborers and large beasts cracking whips over them. But the total amount of troops and order troops, you know it's not the full force of the order, but it is a portion. You see about 10,000 troops inside these walls.
Easy.
It is definitely a legion of troops.
Question. Can I tell whether the princess's tower that Draven mentioned is connected to this wall?
You can tell someone of high significance is here. Some of those creatures that are whipping these slaves, making them do work, are pit fiends.
What the fuck?
Oh my goodness.
Think of like looking over the walls into Mordor. That's what you see.
Oh, I'm imagining something completely different.
Get off those walls now. Immediately. You will die.
You see large dwarven machinery digging into the mountain. Almost that could resemble like the pumps that pump for like oil, but these are like giant hammers smashing into the mountain, chipping this adamantine ore from the side of it. You see huge forges of dwarves that are working, you know, under the chain to forge and craft this iron. You see elves that are forced to make elven blades. You see Goliaths who are forced to kind of like carry this from point A to point B. You see a fleet of gnomes and orcs putting together large ships. On the other side of this wall, you can see where the frozen coastline ends and the seas of woe begin. Crashing up, and off into the distance, built into the mountain, you see this very large and twinkling castle made of almost pure ice. Scattered throughout the town, you see a tuk-tuk monuments and statues defaced and destroyed.
Let's hear that penguin war cry. Smack around some bitches.
Just shout Mortal Kombat.
Just a long-winded, high-pitched
Yes.
squeak.
Do I see the mechanism to open the gate?
You see about 12 guards lined up along the gate wall, and they have a lever it looks like they raise and lower the gate with. You turn around, facing back towards the way you came, and you see Druid and Marlena coming over the mountain. They're catching up.
They're coming off the mountain when she comes.
Oh no.
They'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be
Thinking, because
coming around the mountain.
Tumba just still does have his faculties despite the intelligence drop. He's still over a 10. He can still think. Not as well. He
Complex
pauses for-
reasoning has left the door.
He's
Roll
pauses for-
Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Let's see. Natural 20.
The potion starts to fade off.
Has it been 5 minutes already?
Sure has.
A minute for you to climb that wall. You didn't got thumbs.
It took like 2 turns.
Yeah, a minute. You know.
Two out of combat turns.
Oh shit. This is not how I expected this to go.
Don't worry, we still got another OP potion in our body.
Okay.
I have a griffin.
Okay. Here's what we're doing.
Reason. Use it.
I'm gonna take the spear that I
Okay.
still have in my bag. I want to try to. What's like if I'm facing the spear? Here's my plan basically. If I could throw the spear to hit the lever to start opening the gate to give them enough time to slip in before they start
There are
closing it.
6 guards on either side of this lever within 5 feet of it.
Jesus Christ.
So you're saying with this
Six are facing north, 6 are facing south. You can assume if you hit that lever, they will most likely either be alerted or stop it from raising or lowering. I'll let you do even further investigation with a perception check.
13.
Is anyone else doing perception looking at this?
Oh, why not?
Sure.
17.
There is a signal fire next to this doorway as well, almost to kind of signal other towers that there may be something going on if anything were to happen. You all can see this.
Are there more signal towers?
Yes, there's about 12
All
scattered.
of China knows you're here now.
Perfect.
Okay, so here's an idea. Set one of the fires on one of the further towers. Draw their attention away from the gate we intend to enter. Then make our way in.
Can't hear you raging, and I'm 100 feet up here. Bye.
Oh, I'm not talking to you, don't worry.
Is there anywhere nearby I can, like a guard's tower or whatever, I can duck into before?
There is. There sure is. You can duck into kind of the little,
Since I feel the potion wearing off.
yeah, duck into the little like overpass. It's got the little like stupel and stuff on top of it.
How separated from the towers? How separated are each tower from each other?
Couple miles.
Jesus Christ! How
This is
big
a
is this
very-
place?
This is a kingdom.
Oh,
Hey, I was thinking it was just like a singular fort.
I thought it was a fort.
Not
I thought
like
this
an
shit was a
entire
fort.
fucking continent.
Now, I would say let's reenact the final episode of season 1 of
Zen.
no, not Zen, not Zen.
This is not.
Definitely not Zen. Not Zen. Fuck. Hold on. Vox Machina, yes, the animated series, and all of us turn into dragons, but only one of us can do that.
This is a kingdom.
I mean, one dragon versus a kingdom is pretty good odds, but
I mean,
Can I get a history check from any of you?
sure, I got good intelligence.
On this very day,
Nope.
the Order
20
received a grim reminder.
26.
That's what I'm thinking.
You know that this is one of the original kingdoms that King Jad overthrew in his attempt to become a god.
Well, I suppose we attempt to make ourselves inside the kingdom. Everyone stay close and keep your torches near. I'll take
Aye.
leave. I will pick up one of the torches that they dropped, and I will begin to lead the group towards the gate.
You're gonna grab the torch and walk towards the gate.
Yes. With the others, hopefully they have their torches out too, like I asked.
Yep.
Does Bernadette?
Oh, am I given one?
Yes.
Yeah, I would.
You approach the gate. Before you is a towering 300-foot solid oak door with two tuk-tuk pressing their fins to each other on each side of these door panels. From the top of the gate you hear, "Who goes there?"
What? We're 300 feet away, so I can hardly hear him.
Casting prestidigitation on his voice. Who
Prestidigitation?
goes there?
You mean thaumaturgy?
Thaumaturgy. Shut up.
Get out, cleric nerd. Anyways, I don't have thaumaturgy, so I can't exactly respond. He turns on the microphone and starts the call. We are returning from patrol. We have news. Intruders from the mountain.
What platoon?
Shit. I didn't think this far.
The green one. The green one.
Fuck up. Can I make a insight or history to figure out what these platoons could have been named?
I will allow you to check your pockets.
I will check my pockets.
Give me just a second.
Maybe
Oh
passports.
shit, where's my ID?
I forgot what my name is.
You find a folded up piece of parchment.
Open sesame.
On it is a picture of a fish with wings.
the fuck?
Flying fish.
Oh man,
Is
this
this like an actual flying fish, or is this a fish
Yeah,
with feathery
it's like
angel
it's like
wings?
a fish with feathery angel wings.
What is this?
It beats being green.
angelfish.
Angel fish, flying fish, bird fish. What the fuck is this? Aaron's having a fucking hernia in his
Slime!
head.
You're good at lying, right?
All right, I'm just gonna make a deception check to see if it's good enough. I'm not great at it, but I'm not horrible. Okay, I say the flying fish with the 18. An 18 deception.
Is roll persuasion?
Oh, persuasion. Well, not 18. Hold on. Pretty sure my persuasion's low. Oh no, it's still plus 3. 18.
All right.
Flying fish, Roberto! Is that you?
Yeah.
Open the gate, it's Roberto!
Ah, so cross campaign
I-
fuckery.
I believe.
Not the first time that's been done.
I believe we may have accidentally killed one of their favorites.
These large gates open up to reveal to you exactly what Toomba saw. Legions of order troops going on their duties. You were walking into the equivalent of an active duty military base. There are giant warehouses that look like they store siege vehicles and machinery. There's these giant hammers that are slamming into the side of the mountains. This legion of slaves, both demons and fiends, walking amongst the troops, towering above them. It is a part of the Order Army.
Hey, they seem to call you different. Give me a name.
What?
Give me some other name.
Rupert.
But that's a male's name.
I'm not good at naming things, okay? I call my fucking elemental red bloodstone.
Tell them I can't speak. And I just hold out like an L.
Fine, you're mute. Draven, you're... Do they know you?
Call me Marco.
Fine, Marco.
Polo, sorry.
I am going to fucking murder everyone.
In due time.
Burn
What are
that
we gonna do
torment.
about- What are we gonna do about those two? And they turn around and looks at Druid and Marlena.
What the fuck are they doing here?
We could put shackles on them. They could be the slaves.
Fine, yes, shackle them.
All right. They go over. They hand you the shackles, El. Go shackle them.
Sure.
Shackle them. This is your initiation.
And I run over it. Okay, so this is gonna sound really weird, but I need to chain you guys up, and you gotta follow me and not say a word. Yes?
You're supposed to
Marlena
be
looks
mute.
at you and says, "Kinky."
What the fuck?
Yes, but not now.
Hey.
And then I start
What
chaining them.
the? Drink the fucking bullshit. Drink the fucking bullshit. Drink the fucking
So you shackle Marlena and Druid up.
Need a tavern pronto.
Hey, Roberto, who's that with you down there?
The intruders I mentioned!
Oh! Take them to the holding so they can get inducted with the rest of them.
Aye! Who's the first one we're going to kill? Anyways. Everyone, march and file. Slaves, stay behind. Or follow behind. Don't let go of their chains. I look
I
at
won't, and I swing the key in my fingers as I walk forward. Like, I'm actually enjoying this, I can perceive.
Alright, now. We'll make our way towards the tower. inconspicuously. So no talking, no looking anyone in the eye, and stay at a steady pace.
Tunba, what are you doing on top of the tower?
Meanwhile,
After I duck down somewhere and I shrink back to my normal self, I use Pass Without a Trace,
The
and I rolled
Mario. Dwit.
and I rolled 26 on stealth.
Okay, they do not see you.
I'm gonna look for like keys or some way I can help get them inside.
As you're looking for these keys or something, you hear the gates open and someone say, "Oh, come on in, Roberto!"
Who the hell's Roberto?
I knew I shouldn't trust that fucking Roberto. If I see him in the next campaign, I'm going to kill him.
I will still find some keys I can grab. Maybe some like cards keys I can get us into doors. Or some guard has carelessly left them lying on the table or on the wall.
Yeah, you find a golden key laying on the table.
Like that, slip it in my pocket, get in my bag. I don't have pockets.
As you see a little banner above your head say, "Mysterious key acquired."
And it's very bright and loud and started to draw attention.
That's
We
an
open up.
odd banner to hang up on the wall.
open up group inventory. It just has like an orange background on that item. Oh, quest item.
Resident Evil inventory gotta fill in the boxes.
Yeah.
Arendelle uses magic pockets and steals your key.
The key go. Shit, I just had
What
it.
the fuck? Shit! No!
And I guess after I grab the key, I will start making my way down to see if I can get back to where the others are. Meet them inside walls.
Give me stealth check to see if you can sneaky down on the inside or the outside of the gate.
Okay.
Which one?
Inside. I'm using this
Okay.
the cover of night. Under the cover of night. How long was this? Wait, is that a 6 or 9? It's a 9. That's a 19.
Successfully make it down the inside of the gate. Actually, there's a legion of order troops walking, or a platoon of order troops walking by you, and you manage to like kind of sneak in with them and kind of waddle behind them in unison. As they cross paths with your party, you see Marlena and Druid in shackles.
And a rat just spinning.
And you see Tumbo wearing his commoner clothes.
I didn't even know I had these.
I lightly glare at Toonba as I walk by, but I don't turn in his direction at all.
Is he walking with a group?
He kind of is in pace with this group that was walking by. They kind of give you nods as they walk by. And then your gaze kind of goes down. You see a little penguin kind of just like
Yeah, while
staring at me.
after he gets next to me, I just grab him by the collar of his shirt and I drag him with me.
Elle is in her element. Stealth.
I lift him up over my head and I toss him over to Elle. Shackle him.
I will admit, I had pictured this going differently because I didn't know it'd be an entire. Okay.
I peer around for a second and then I discreetly shackle as I still look forward in one direction.
I'm gonna ask
In a
Marlena to carry me
chunk
because I'm tired.
as you walk by with Tumba shackled. Oh, someone's getting a promotion. You hear some orcs say, "Oh, that's the princess's favorite snack. Oh, she's gonna be happy we got some of those in."
I give a little
perhaps-
smile
perhaps
and then
I'll
I
meet
give a
her
little
then.
salute.
I'll join her for dinner later, after I finish with your mom.
You're screaming that?
Silence, slave! I say as I whip him.
I scream the first part, but then as I get to the part by the mom, my voice drops off to a mumble.
Roll a hit with advantage.
Go. Oh, me too.
Here's hoping I
later.
don't get to 20.
What did you roll?
He's on a guy tattoo like shit.
Roll whip damage. Roll full double damage on the whip.
It's a 1d4, I think, on a whip.
Couldn't you at least like have used minor illusion to make it look like you had a whip?
I don't have minor illusion.
Fuck. Well, I
So
do.
I rolled a 4 plus the 4 plus a 3, so that's 11 slashing damage as I crit a whip on you.
As you say, I'll do that when I finish with your mom, you feel this stinging pain rip across your back, Toomba.
As Arendelle's yelling at you.
You take 11 piercing damage.
Is that all you can do?
Fall back in line, slave. You will not be warned again.
Yes, so order master. I will kill you later, Arendelle, just so you know. As he reluctantly falls back in line.
I look back over to that group and I just shrug them like, birds.
And people are kind of watching and nodding it with approval.
I continue leading them towards the tower.
You'll hear some thumping. As you see some giant feet approaching you.
Like approaching us directly, or are they
Yeah,
just going in our general
like there's
direction?
a giant demon walking in the crowd, and it's people are kind of like making a way as this thing's kind of walking through.
I'll order a full stop and for us to move out of the way of the demon.
Yep. As you see in Nilfishne, just kind of walking through the crowd.
This has just become significantly more dangerous. We need to move fast.
Not a word as she does as instructed.
Can I eat these? Can I eat these? You hear coming from below you.
I look down.
You see a Quasit. I want to eat him! And he starts like going up to Toomba and he's like sniffing on him.
Get out of here, you little! Get out of here, you little shit! This is for the princess!
He starts he starts running away.
Too good for you.
Toomba, be quiet.
I want to look around. Any like other order patrols looking at us or in the vicinity?
What was that?
Or any order wearing guys in the vicinity? Because these appear to be citizens, right?
I would not call Quasit a citizen.
There are thousands of order troops within your eyesight.
Ooh, okay.
You are in the bee's nest.
We are the wasps infiltrating the bee's nest. We must not draw attention to ourselves. Remain quiet. Keep your heads down. We'll get out of here soon. And I'll try to keep the pace going at a little bit faster so we can get out as fast as we can.
So you start heading.
We never stop heading towards the tower. That was our goal.
Everyone roll a d6.
Alright.
3.
That's specific.
Also
Also-
DM, I DM'd you.
Alright, 4.
Just the last one.
5.
6, 4, 5.
3, 4,
No.
5.
As we're walking, Arendelle can hear Toomba's voice in his head as Toomba speaks telepathically. By the way, I found this key in the guard's tower.
Am I able to respond?
I assume so. You can telepathically speak to any creature you can see within 30 feet of you, if it understands listening language. So I don't know. It doesn't actually say whether you can respond or not.
Well, I mean, communication implies it's two-way, so... Alright. Pass it on down the line. Discreetly.
We'll take them from here.
You know, look towards whatever the fuck just said that.
You see a spiky hand reaching out towards your slave's chains.
They'll go in with the rest.
I'm assuming this is a spine devil.
I'll send you a picture of what you see.
I give the creature a stern face, like a stern expression, and then I look to Arendelle to almost say, "We shouldn't let them do this."
Oh shit. Oh god, what's going on? Trying to remember how high up the hierarchy they are.
I am going to, Arendelle hears in his mind again. Play along, Arendelle. You cannot take me, he says out loud. I am a very important slave for the princess, and
Quiet, slave! I whip him again.
as he does, he grabs your arm and moves in, acting like he's wrestling, but he's going to take the opportunity to slip the key in your pocket.
Make name. I'll just kind of toss you to the ground. That's it. Maybe I should kill you here and now.
That was 14 sleight of hand.
You see the forked tongue come out.
What do the rest of us say?
A barbed devil.
A barbed devil.
Cool.
They're not incredibly high up there, but they're high enough to be a problem. But I do not wish to invoke our princess's wrath. I'll grab the Kuktuk.
We can feed his scraps to Lolth.
This is for the princess.
What about these two?
Starts rubbing his claws on Marlena and Druid's face.
I
It
known that I'm
has to
unhustling
restrain
my
himself.
weapon, and I keep a hand on the barrel, and I just look at the creature.
Apologies,
He was really
Bob.
restraining himself as he's touching Marlena.
Apologies, Bob. One of these ones already have been slated for hard labor, if you know what I mean.
Well, they need to go in the pit to get branded.
We will do so soon, but the princess is quite impatient, as I'm sure you can understand. So I wish to go to her first.
Fine.
Now,
But
don't
if
you...
you do not come back, we'll be looking for you.
I sheath my holster again.
Rest assured, we have no reason to not return. And I'll grab you, Toomba, and pull you up to my head. If you ever try to make a scene like that again, I will kill you. Now fall back in line! And I'll throw you to the ground.
Crossing the clicker. And we'll fall back in line.
Yeah.
I'll respond. I'll respond then psychically. Apologies for the rough handling, but you played that quite well.
Along the way, You see order shops and armories. You see a quartermaster that has all sorts of guns. You see a mess hall that you're passing through the streets.
Very subtle shot.
You see the foundry. You see the forge. About 4 or 5 miles in, you see the silhouette of the castle.
We're on the home stretch. This is telepathically.
Like Elle's head is like directed towards the gun shop as she walks by, making perhaps a mental note, and everyone else can see it.
It's right there. It looks like they're servicing order members.
Yeah, I'm not gonna break away from the group at this time now. Like, I'm a chaos rat, but I know my stuff. I'm a professional.
You see the branding station of what the spine devil. Sorry.
As we pass this place,
devil.
I look to Arendelle and look to everyone else, as if saying, we probably have to do this first.
Of the barb devil was mentioning, in it you see a giant pit of hellfire and 2 Americans dipping these brands in this kind of looks like abyssal pit as they pull out these scalding hot brands, and they're branding people on the chest.
No, not the Americans.
God damn it!
The Maragons. And the symbol is the order symbol, but there's an eye in the middle of it. And it burns with like this green hellfire as it like leaks into the skin.
Upon observation, can I assume that these are magical in nature?
You can assume.
Probably laced with divination magic to keep track of the slaves. No.
Nod once and look ahead.
After seeing the symbol, after seeing the symbol, I'll say in Arendelle's head, I may be able to fake them having the symbol. It'll only last a minute, so we'll have to be quick.
We only need it long enough to get past them. Go on, do it.
And I mean, I assume are they being like checked one by one? I assume.
I was born in kind.
What the fuck?
What?
Is that a
Yeah, we were all born, yes.
I know what song that is.
Oh. As you get closer to the branding station, or how are you branding yourself?
I have minor illusion as a cantrip. I was thinking if they're doing it just one by one, then I could just
You
do
can
it one
cast
by one.
it.
Marlena, then him, and then me.
You should be able to cast it up to 3 times with 3 different effects simultaneously. It is a minor illusion. You're only making pictures.
However, I can do it.
I mean, you could do a prestidigitation and thaumaturgy, so I'm just
Where are
assuming.
you gonna do this at? Out in the middle of the street?
I would pull them into an alleyway and stand guard while he does this.
Go for it.
We don't have much time.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just.
I reach into my bag and take out the archery kit and look around.
You whip him and then you help him.
It has to be done.
It is a deception. He knows I do not mean to cause him harm.
Arendelle is doing this really well.
We need
what's
to
in that?
hurry. My god does not like this place.
I don't think any god likes this place.
Let's use minor illusion only. I don't need material components, but I do need somatics, which is what I was checking.
Ruby wishes she could change place with one of you.
Wait a minute,
Speaking
Ruby.
of
You
that-
said you have a. You said you have a forgery kit.
Oh, yeah. And looks, well, waves the box around.
Tuma, create the illusion upon their chests. You trace over them.
Oh, sure. And she starts opening it and gets her things out, what she needs.
As Elle's doing this, I'm gonna turn to Drayden. Your god does not like this place.
No.
What god do you follow?
It's not important right now. What's important is we succeed in our task.
Do you think he has something to hide, him there?
Everyone has something to hide. What matters now is that we have an ally in him. Let's
Ah.
leave it at that.
I thought you knew all my secrets by now.
Oh, I do, but that's not the point.
I don't get the point then.
This isn't the time to be having a philosophical
Tumba, roll
discussion.
perception.
Okay, fine. Some more extraction would be nice.
Actually, I got 18.
Don't die, DM!
I'm trying not to.
If you do it quieter, please. I already have a headache.
18.
Imagine how it must be like to be Ripsley. He just fucking screamed for days on end and just died.
Yeah, and since he didn't have lungs, he didn't have to stop screaming. Now imagine what it's like hearing that in your head 24/7.
Yeah.
Make way for the royal feast! Ding da ding da ding da ding da ding.
I'll peek my head out into the street to see what that's about.
You see an Orthon leading a group of troops through the street. Behind him are several frost devils, probably about 6 on each side. And then behind that is just like a legion of goblins and orcs, all with these neon green glowing eyes, marked with the symbol of the order, with their veins kind of pulsating. Some of the ones in that first camp that you slayed. In it,
Sorry.
these cages that they're carrying are to a tuk-tuk.
Sorry, 1 second. Turn around and I conjure minor illusion to make several barrels stacked up like by the edge so that nothing can be like seen through. Like make this more stealthy, inconspicuous.
Okay.
I'll be on the other side of the barrels.
What do you see there, Rindell, I say in your head?
I'm afraid they got some of your rhythm.
Where? They must be going to the princess. Can you get me
Don't
in there?
get any ideas. We need you to get ourselves in there.
Save me! Save me! The tuk-tuk screams out from the cage as he passes by.
Just the most pretentious.
Save me! Save me!
Puma, there's nothing you can do for them. You must think about our survival and our mission.
Roll perception.
Many a tuk-tuk have died before this one. Don't let this one matter.
19.
That's a
See
very
the
grim way to
mayor,
look at it.
The mayor that kicked you out.
King. That is my king.
Your point?
have to get me into Arendelle. I can't leave them to die.
If we lose you, we lose our way in. They would have no reason for a couple of older grunts and a few slaves to follow them.
Okay, they'll consider we free a tuk-tuk, but how we get them out. They're gonna have to distract, and we're gonna have to move. There is no other way.
If we do this, we risk compromising how far we've come. Are you seriously willing to threaten our lives for two people you hardly know?
I know him my entire life, Arendelle.
Secrets don't keep friends.
So you see an imp kind of like clawing over the side of the wall, staring down at you.
I throw a glaive.
Shadow Bolt.
Roll to hit.
21.
Hold on. Gotta find
Roll
it.
damage.
That
14.
Oh, a nat 20. Hey.
Roll damage.
It's dead. It's 14 necrotic damage plus whatever your maximum damage is plus whatever you roll.
No, that's just. Okay, so that's 12 damage, yeah.
As this
So,
thing explodes,
26
That is-
damage.
that is where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Secrets don't keep friends.
Why?
I'm not.
What the hell, man?
Holy shit.
I was really hoping you were the only Akuk-Tuk left. But now there's
Why?
2 of them.
I hate pink ones.
You don't want more tubas?
No, that's not why I said
Save
that.
me. Save.
Save me.
I said that because I don't wish for there to be any complications like what we're having right now.
Oh no, drama!
Oh no,
It is
imagine if
drama.
Arendelle polymorphed himself into a cuckoo.
Oh, can you?
I would rather shoot myself in the foot.
That?
I shoot him in the foot.
Yeah, that
Sounds
might be
like you don't want
possibility.
It sounds like you don't want to get in there bad enough.
Alright, goblins, we're gonna do a raid. Let's raid... Who's live? Oh, how about Legends of Adventure? God damn it, is that Shy?
Yeah.
God damn it! Yes, you jump scared me. Alright, goblins, we're gonna do a raid on another D&D channel. Looks like they're playing, well, D&D, obviously. So thank you so much, everyone. We'll be back next week. Hopefully we don't die. No!
Shoes.
Kamen stole my shoes. Alright, I think Kamen has the shoes now. Thank you so much, everyone, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.